Hey guys, welcome back to Will It Run, where we test certain games to see if they will run on the mini systems. Today we're looking at Michael Jackson's Moonwalker for the arcade. I've actually played this game and I loved it when I was younger, and when I played the Genesis version I was kind of let down because it wasn't anything like the arcade version. But now we have it and it plays great on the mini systems, as long as you know which ROM to use. Before you get started, you have to mod your systems. I will have a link to Hackchi CE and AutoBleem in my description, as well as tutorial videos to show you how to get that done. Once you've modded your system, the first step is to download the arcade core to get this game to run. So we're going to go to the Modules tab and to the KMFD Mod Hub. Go to the RetroArch tab and you're going to pick between three versions. You have Amped, Ozone, and RGUI. The only difference is the theme of RetroArch here. I usually pick Ozone, so we're going to select that, then hit Download Module. Next, go to the KMFD Cores tab. Over to the left, we have the list of all the arcade cores available. The one we are using is MAME 2003 Extreme. This next part is very important. Make sure that you get your ROM from the MAME 0.78 ROM set. The ROMs in that set were made specifically to work with MAME 2003. If you're using a ROM from a different set or you're just downloading the ROM by itself, there is no guarantee that will work. You have to get the ROM from this ROM set. After you've clicked on MAME 2003 Extreme, hit Download Module one more time, then you can close the Mod Hub. Go back up to the Modules tab and install extra modules. You're going to put a check mark next to RetroArch if you haven't installed that already, and one next to MAME 2003 Extreme, then hit OK. After the core has been installed, the next step is to add the game to Hackchi. We have the ROM right here. It is moonwlkb.zip. You may see other variations of this ROM, but they will not work. You have to use this exact one, moonwlkb.zip. Make sure you use the one with B on the end. We're going to drag this ROM directly into Hackchi, and a file system will pop up. This is the file system you want to use with that ROM. Click Import as Archive on the bottom. On the Select Cores screen, check the Show All box. Click the ROM name, MAME 2003 Extreme. One more time under the Core area, 0.78. Apply, then Close. You'll see here the command line is automatically changed to reflect the game starting with MAME 2003 Extreme. I'm going to Google for some box art real quick. And the last step is to move this game from your PC to your system. If you're going to put it directly on the system, you want to hit the Synchronize Selected Games with Mini button here. If you're using external storage like a flash drive or a micro SD card, you want to use the Export to USB button. For the PlayStation Classic, we're going to be using AutoBleem 0.9.0. Open up your AutoBleem folder. The game will not go in the Games folder. This is just for PlayStation 1 games. Instead, we want the ROMs folder. Scroll down until you get to the MAME folder, and we're going to drag the ROM into this folder. To prepare your flash drive, right-click and go to Format. You want a FAT32 file system, and then the volume label will be named Sony. Make sure the box is checked next to Quick Format, then hit Start. You're going to highlight all the folders in your AutoBleem folder, right-click, copy, and then paste them onto the root of your Sony drive. Now if we check our ROMs folder, the game should be in there. And that's all you do for the PlayStation Classic. Just safely remove the flash drive from your PC, insert it into the PlayStation Classic, and boot it up. For this demonstration, we're going to be checking out the game on the Sega Genesis Mini, so I'll see you over there. Now, playing some arcade games while playing a lot of different games on the Genesis Mini is kind of a hassle because of how few buttons you have on the controller, and I'll show you where that's a problem in a minute once we start the game up. So let's go over to Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, hit the A button, and you can see the game starts great. But I currently have no way to insert a coin. Because we only have the three face buttons and the start button, there is nothing assigned to the coin insert key. So a couple things you're going to want to do. Hit the reset button on the Sega Genesis Mini. That'll take you into the RetroArch menu. We're going to assign a shortcut to enter this menu easily and to add a coin insert button. We're going to hit B to back out of the quick menu. We're going to go over to Settings. Go down to Input, and we're going to scroll down until we get to the Hotkey Binds option. If we go down once, we have the Menu Toggle Gamepad Combo assigned to Start and Select. We're going to change that by going down, and I prefer the Hold Start for 2 seconds option. Once that's assigned, we can back out, go down to Port 1 Binds. Go down to the Insert Coin option. We're going to hit C to allow us to select a button, and we're going to hit the C button again. You can see now it is assigned to button 5, which is C on the original Genesis controller. Now obviously if you're using a different controller like a PlayStation Classic or something else, then you won't have to go through all this, but this is just for if you're using the controller that came with the system. And then we can back out, and when we go back into the game, and I hit C, we can now insert a credit. Let's push start and see what this game is all about. I love this game. I used to love Michael Jackson when I was a kid, and my favorite song of his is Smooth Criminal. Right now we're listening to Bad, and this game actually works really good with the Sega Genesis Mini because you only have really one attack button and kind of like a special button. There's no jumping or anything like that. Oh, here we go. Let's collect the monkey first so we can be freaking Mecha Michael Jackson. But the musical renditions of his songs in this game are actually really well done. You can tell what each song is. Also, if you hold down the button, you charge up your shot. When you're Mecha Mike, you'll shoot missiles. When you're regular Michael Jackson, I'll show you what happens. But we're being attacked by a whole bunch of weird robots. I'm not really sure what the story is of this game, except for rescuing the kids. Yeah, there we go. You know that's Michael. And here is my favorite song, Smooth Criminal. I love this song. Also, the music video for this song is so good. So when you're regular Michael Jackson, you'll moonwalk when you hold down the attack button, and you'll charge your shot. And eventually you'll charge it to where it spins like that, but it'll start over. It won't stay charged to the max. So there's a little bit of a timing element that you have to be careful of. Otherwise, you can just kind of blast these guys with some, I guess, Michael magic? I'm not sure. And if you're close by, he'll do that spin attack. So when things get hectic, Michael does have a room clear attack. If you hit the insert coin button one more time, everything in the game becomes his backup dancers. And that's how good his music is. Even the people that are trying to kill him can't help but stop and dance to it when he gets his groove on. And now we're actually going to go into the bar where the Smooth Criminal music video takes place. Also, you can play this game with up to 3 players. You'll have Michael, then I guess maybe a couple of his actual backup dancers, I'm not sure. And the other guys look pretty cool too. I mean, they don't, hold up to Michael Jackson, but they still got some moves. I think those guys just blew up their own characters. So let's clear this room. Piece of cake. And I do like his moonwalk. By the way, I can moonwalk. I'm just letting you guys know. I've been moonwalking since I was in 5th grade. Oh, look at these band guys playing. We're going to rescue these kids real quick. Oh, the band guys were bad. No. But their music was so good. Oh, well, I guess they deserve it. This is a hard game, too. I never got very far in the arcade. Maybe level 2 at most. Oh, there's our monkey friend. I forget his name. Mr. Something. Okay, let's go Mecha Mike. There we go. Now, if we use our special here, what happens? We still dance. We just go back to regular Michael Jackson. And we lay into him with some lightning this time. What is that? That looks like a vacuum. I'm pretty sure it's not a vacuum though. Well, it's strong though. It took a couple missiles. Ooh. Broken glass. Why broken glass? What happened? Whoa, okay. Alright, now we have another weird shielded robot. Oh, this song is so good. It's so good. Oh, we broke the glass that time. The force of our missiles. Almost. This is a pretty... There we go. I was going to say, that's an intense boss fight. But we got it. And round 3 has beat it for its background music of choice. Very good track. He has so many hits. Let's rescue this girl real quick. Then we're going to clear out the stage one more time. Very cool. And there you go. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, the arcade version, running perfect on the Sega Genesis Mini. Let me know below in the comments what you thought about this video. Was this a game that you grew up with? Are you happy that you can play it on the minis now? And that's it for me. I hope this video could be useful to you guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This is the part of the video where I thank those users who support the channel through YouTube memberships and Patreon. John Westby, Door, Rick67, Travis Morton, Geo, Jason Holbrooks, Mike Muniz, Sam Torres, Yaroslav Oruzov, James Burkhart, Andre G, Den Cardoso, Red Silvers, Craig Livesley, Lynn Mayer, James McEwen, Jeremy Mullins, Bob, Travis is Win, and Batman.